Okay, so in this video we're going to learn how to create a wreath. So first take something round and trace it with a pencil around your paper. It doesn't have to be really dark circle, just light enough to where you can see it. And then what we're going to do is go around the circle with little loops. We're going to make our wreath not totally circular, it's going to be kind of wavy. So just go around the circle with these little waves. And then we're going to erase the center of the circle as much as possible so that all we have are the waves going around the circle. So you can see that I erased the center of the part of the center of the circle that we created originally. And then I'm taking my paper towel and brushing off the eraser. You don't want it to be too dark, you just want it to be light enough to where you can see where to paint. And as you go around, you might erase some of the waves, but don't worry about that. You just need to see where it is on your paper. And then just brush off the eraser. Okay, so we're ready to paint. So I'm taking my paintbrush and then I'm going to go ahead and put it in the water first and get the colors that I want to use. I'm going to use a green color to start with for our leaves. I'm going to take this olive green and I'm going to mix a couple of colors together. Now I'm going to take a darker green and mix that together with the olive. Okay, so now what I'm doing is tracing over the waves that we created on the paper, and this doesn't have to be perfect. You can see some of the line is thicker. We're just practicing, we're just playing here. So you will likely create something that you really enjoy. Just don't judge it, keep going. So I'm just tracing over the lines that I created to form the base of our wreath. Now I'm going with a double line to add some more waves to it. Now what we're going to do is paint our leaves. So using the techniques that you used in the leaf practice, go ahead and create the leaves stemming off from the wreath. So you can see for these I'm just creating some leaves where I'm applying a light pressure and then fanning out by adding more pressure to the brush stroke as I press down, and then ending with a light pressure on the end, so that it makes that tip. And as I'm doing this, I'm turning the paper so that I can easily get to the places I need to get to create the leaves. So just go around the entire wreath and create leaves where you feel like the white space needs to be filled in with a leaf. Alright, so as you're creating your wreath, you may find that you need to add more color to it or make it a little bit darker here and there for the leaves, depending on where it's placed in the shadows. So I'm mixing up the darker color and I'm going to apply some of the leaves to be a little bit darker. Finishing the leaf wreath, I feel like there's something missing. So what we're going to do now is add a little bit of color with some berries. So I'm just taking my 000 brush and I'm dipping it into the water and then taking a little bit of the red and adding little dots here and there on the wreath to resemble berries. Gives it a little pop of color. You can also make these flowers and by spreading out the dots to create petals, which I did in this video to give it a little bit more color.